Howdy, and welcome to the Questcast, where the quest is on a cast, and the cast is something.
True. Welcome back, everyone. After a long hiatus, the
Yeah,
Questcast returns
the
and better
five.
than ever.
Yeah, the was this 5 month reunion?
Yeah, we're kind of
Something like
different
that.
people now. I mean, we're
Yeah,
kind of at that with that length of time. We're not the same.
yeah, for sure. We gone through many arcs and character
Yeah,
development.
that is
Um,
true.
yeah, plot twists.
Mm-hmm.
Most
A lot of
recent
them.
being this. What was that? Thursday? Wednesday? Direct was
When?
Wednesday. Yeah,
Oh yeah, yeah. It was on. What is today? Friday.
yeah. Today's
Yeah, it was
Friday.
on February 9th.
Yep, the legendary date
Mm-hmm.
when Carby was revealed.
Yeah, yeah. That was the most hype part of the direct.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Uh,
That
was
and Portal 2.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Portal, and Portal Two.
And
Um,
I gotta have a quick unprofessional recharge my headset moment. Hold on.
Epic. This is the uncut experience.
Yeah, we don't
The
cut that.
yeah,
Don't cut that.
yeah. We don't want the audience to think there's any camera tricks or anything like that.
Yeah,
Smoke and mirrors. This is all
we are just
100%.
natty.
Yeah, one take.
No cuts. I mean, you get what you get.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Nintendo Direct. Will that be our first topic?
Yeah, I mean that's the big hot topic.
That's true. Let me think here. You definitely had a more successful Direct than I did
Yeah,
in
yeah,
terms of the
yeah.
announcements, but there were still cool
Yeah, because
things.
you were looking forward to Silk Song, right?
Yeah, just like every
Yeah, every
fucking human
direct.
being.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
everyone. Yeah.
But yeah, it's nowhere to be seen. It's now been over a year since any news about Hollow Knight Silk Song has even
Yeah,
come out. But
has there been any news since it was announced to be a thing?
yeah, last year in January there was a Edge magazine did like a cover story for it.
Just said
But that
like
was it.
what what would they like? What did
I
they?
think I mean they had uh oh my god, why can't I remember her name? Hornet on the main
Yeah,
character. They had Hornet on the magazine cover, and then they just had like screenshots of gameplay and like some info about new enemies and like the world, but
okay.
nothing. It still wasn't that major, you know.
Yeah,
Just weird how we don't have even a release date for that yet. It's kind of like, man, it's
yeah.
been
There's not even a window, right? It's just like,
yeah,
hey, this will
no,
exist, maybe.
yeah, it's been about maybe 2.5 years or something now since it was announced, and pretty much no further
Yeah,
info than that.
yeah. Because I remember when I purchased Hollow Knight, probably around the end of 2018. I think that was when the last update came out.
Yeah, I think that was like the God Home
Yeah,
DLC thing.
so it's been a while since anything was done. Because that's what is it? Team Cherry? Is that the who's the devs for Hollow Knight? You there?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can.
We love that about the Shrigmacast, folks.
Okay, yeah, yeah,
and
it
a
is Team Cherry. That's what
and
okay.
a nose blow.
Yeah, I had a Omicron uh, moment.
Sorry, what did you say?
But yeah, I was just talking about. Has Team Cherry done anything? Like they haven't done anything since the Hollow
Mm,
Knight,
yeah,
like the
that's
final
really their
updates.
only game that they've ever even made.
Mm.
They made like the whole origin of the hunger or the Hollow Knight character is from like a Flash game they made during like some kind of game jam called
Okay.
Hungry Night,
And
and
Hungry Night.
yeah, and they kept the design of the main character the same ever since Hungry Night. I've never played it, but I mean it's super basic like Flash game stuff, but
Yeah, especially in a game jam. Like,
yeah.
don't have time to make something intricate as Hollow Knight.
Yeah, and I think it was like a quick one. I'm pretty sure it was like a 24-hour or something kind of thing,
Yeah,
not even like a weekend type jam.
yeah, um, yeah. It's got to be coming eventually.
Hmm.
Maybe like one of the because they do the indie directs a lot. Uh,
Yeah, I'm gonna think that'll be like a highlight of an indie direct,
yeah, yeah. That would
or
be
like the
like,
last thing they
yeah,
show or the
yeah,
first
yeah,
thing.
exactly. Like one more thing.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
I hope so.
yeah. I mean, there's no way it's it'll definitely happen eventually.
Yeah,
But
I got my
yeah,
Shenmue 4 clown makeup on for Hollow Knight Silk Song every single
yeah,
game show.
yeah. I'd say Silk Song news is more likely than Shinmu 4
Yeah,
news.
that's true. I at least have some like tangible hope.
Yeah, but who knows? The anime is doing very well.
Yeah, I see
So
nothing but positive things about it on
yeah, yeah.
Twitter.
I'm. I mean, it's only been one episode, but I've seen. Uh, but I definitely like the direction they're going, and
Yeah.
I mean, even worst case scenario, if the series has to finish through the anime, then I would be fine.
Yeah.
Even
I
though
mean,
I
that's better
definitely
than
don't.
nothing.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I definitely prefer it to just be the games, but
Yeah.
I really like the direction so far, so I'd be happy either way, I guess.
Wasn't there something about how like he wanted to like make three more games? Like he wanted to do four, five, and six or something? Is that a thing that he wanted to do? Like he had like a lot more games planned, or has more games planned, I thought.
Yeah, around the time Shinmu 3 uh, was like funded and development started, he wanted the plan was to finish it in 5 games
Oh, okay,
because the
five
whole
games.
narrative he like wrote the narrative in the 90s, and it was like 11 chapters, and and the first game being chapter 1, and then with Shinmu 2 being chapters 3, 4, and 5. So there's and then yeah. So it was originally supposed to be sort of like an episodic game kind of thing, but
Yeah.
the Dreamcast and I mean I guess every console wasn't really ready for that yet. Um,
I wonder if he'll actually do that though. I feel like if they do make a Shenmue 4, he's gonna want to like finish it out
Wrap
just
it
with
up.
how long it's been. Like, but
Yeah,
I don't know. I mean, especially if it picks back up in popularity with the anime, it may get 5 games.
yeah,
But
yeah. I've thought about that because I mean you can if it would or if it were to be the final game and wrap the story up, then that could be the whole marketing thing.
well, yeah,
Uh,
and people would actually buy into that kind of, or at least like start to play the other ones.
yeah, but yeah, say like, oh, this Shimu 4, we're almost to the end, so you you all buy this one, and then we can make the real final game. Yeah, that'd be a bit of a
Right?
risk. But I mean, Shimu
Yeah.
3 was also a risk to say like, no, we're still taking it slow.
Yeah. That is surprising that they did that.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, I'd rather it not finish than it to finish rushed. Um,
Yeah.
so I mean, I don't know. I'd be fine with concluding with the anime or 4 and 5, or maybe if they get a giant budget for 4, just with 4. I don't know, but definitely, yeah, don't rush it.
Yeah. It's like a good it's like a good relationship, you know. You just gotta
Yeah,
slow your roll, get to know the other person. Don't peak real quick at the end, you know.
yeah,
Let it be
for
natural.
sure. It's kind of like the whole um, themes of Shinmu,
Right. Yeah.
but
Actually, the whole point of the story is just to be a meta commentary on the fact that it's going to be a long time before the game finishes.
yeah, he planned the the Dreamcast failing
Yeah,
into
yeah.
account when
It's all accounted for.
yeah. I mean, at this point, it wouldn't surprise me, but yeah. Have you watched the first episode yet? I don't.
No, I haven't. What was it on? Is it on a Crunchyroll or Adult Swim?
Yes, both.
Oh,
It,
okay.
it, it premieres on Adult Swim at 12:30. Well,
Oh,
actually,
okay.
for Central, it's 11:30 a.m. or p.m.
Does
Toonami.
like the TV running of it have like an exclusive time period, like where it's only on TV, like before it goes online, or is it uploaded at the same time?
Um, that's a good question because I didn't watch it when it premiered. I watched it the
Oh,
morning,
okay.
like the morning after, because I didn't want to stay up to watch that. But I mean, it's the Toonami version is also the English dub. Crunchyroll
Oh,
being the
okay. Yeah,
Japanese dub, so I wanted to watch
yeah,
that anyways.
that makes sense.
Um, and it was an interesting choice because they pretty much scrapped everyone from the English cast, including the voice of Rio.
Oh, I got a bunch. Like everyone's new.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's everyone new
That
for the
might
English. For the
be
English,
that might be for the better
yeah,
if it's what everyone.
it's very good. A very good English dub. I just I
I mean,
play
you've
the
already
games in
played the games,
Japanese,
yeah.
yeah, and it's the same, or at least Londi and Rio are the same voice actors. So it's I'd prefer to watch it that way.
I got a little something here. Ah,
You catch a new variant.
yeah, I got the Omicron too.
Yeah, Omicron too. Um, but yeah, I definitely recommend watching it, even if you're not a fan of the games. It's definitely
Do
worth
you think
checking
like
out.
the first episode would be a good introduction to like start playing the games? Like if you watch episode one and you're like, you know, I'm into this. I should like, is the first episode the first game, like the beginnings of the first game, or how is that even being told? Like,
Yeah, it's pretty much just expanding upon the first game. It's basically the intro, but it's a little bit before the beginning of the game, like when Rio's father is murdered. So you get to see kind of some
yeah,
of his school life and stuff like that, and him like being a person
oh, okay, well, that's cool.
before. Yeah, and so yeah, it kind of helps show some of the relationships he has with his friends and stuff that the games uh, hint at and can show, like if the player interacts with those people and stuff. But it's
Yeah, but in the anime they just kind of show it.
yeah, yeah, and it's um, it pretty much goes up to. Well, actually, it also it expands on some things, but it also changes some stuff a little bit, but not to the point where it's too different. So it's you can enjoy it even if you played the games or haven't. So
Hmm.
it pretty much goes
Well,
probably to the first few hours of the game, I'd say,
and
more
how
or
many
less.
episodes is it supposed to be? Like, have they announced that
Yeah,
yet?
it's 13 episodes, I believe, going up to
Okay.
Shenmue 2.
Are they
Or
30 minutes?
they're
Or
around 20.
20 minutes?
Yeah,
Sounds
roughly.
right.
When you cut out the well, the first episode didn't have like an intro, but it had a like an ending theme.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, uh, yeah, it's supposed to go up to, or it's supposed to adapt the first two games with the cut chapter because Shenmue 2 had to cut out chapter 2, so we'll be able to see that finally
Huh.
after uh, 21 years.
Is that Shenmue 2 came out in 2001?
Yeah,
I didn't know it was that old. I forget
yeah,
it's a Dreamcast game, like originally, right? It's not even like, it
yeah,
wasn't an Xbox thing.
yeah. It was only Xbox in North America because the
Okay.
Dreamcast they didn't even see a point in doing that.
Yeah.
um, it did come out in PAL though, so you can still play it in English on the Dreamcast. Um,
Hmm.
but yeah, it came out like 2 years after, or not even 2 years, because Shenmue came out the at the very end of '99. But yeah,
Hmm.
um,
Sorry,
trying. Yeah, we
I've got
got.
a little bit of
Oh,
an off-topic thing here. This is just another. I mean, we started with the direct. We're on Shenmue.
yeah,
Shenmue
I was
wasn't
just.
even talked about at the
Yeah.
direct, but it was a great conversation. And I also have another thing. It's not direct related, but it is related to like a new announcement.
hmm
Um, on the 25th of this month, February 25th, 2021. Um,
Two.
two. Sorry, dude. I even paused because I had to think about it, and I still
Yeah,
got it
you still
wrong.
got it wrong.
uh, Near Automata's fifth anniversary stream is happening,
Oh, really?
and Yoko Taro commented on some kind of um, Twitter post. I can pull it up here. I think it's in my likes. Um, but everyone and like the Near Twitter page and Yoko Taro are kind of hinting that there'll be an announcement there, which would be pretty
So like
awesome.
a new real Taro game,
Yeah, that's what I don't really know if it's gonna be like.
Drakengard remake.
Yeah.
Dude, I would be so happy if that happened, even though it will never happen.
Oh, it's on the 23rd actually, not the 25th.
23rd. Okay, December or
Um,
February 2021. Already
yes.
happened.
Yeah, so this is in the future. Uh, this is just translated from Japanese, so it's a little broken, but he says, I feel that the delivery will come out on 2/23. The official pretended to be, quote, announcement of some information, question mark. But I don't think that the amazing information is really pretended. But, dot, dot, dot. That's it.
So normal Taro stuff.
Right. It's probably going to be some, like, near reincarnation mobile game
Yeah, like a
DLC stuff. But
DLC or something. Yeah, someone. Uh, maybe they haven't done Drakengard characters, right? Like Drakengard One.
no, not in near reincarnation, no.
Yeah, even that I don't see happening, but that'd be amazing.
Yeah. I
I mean,
still need to, like, play through that all the way. I didn't even, like, there's, like, new content added, like, monthly, like, a whole new chapters of the story. Like, the story's not even done yet. It might be done now, or, like, the main story, but I don't know.
yeah, I
I
always
need to
get the
go back and, like, play it.
notifications of like the new characters they add and stuff.
Yeah.
Um,
They've had Drakengard 3 characters in
yeah, I did know.
Reincarnation.
Yeah, um,
but I don't think they've had like Kime or anything like
Yeah, Fruity Eye, Fruity Eye, Fruity Eye.
that. Yeah, just fucking
Um,
Leonard.
yeah, yeah, and the one character that I really like and I can never remember his name is like Sarah or something.
Oh yeah, Sarai or it might just
Yeah,
be Sarah.
yeah, like the kid, the only one that's not like a complete
Yeah, just
maniac.
psychopath. Yeah,
Yeah, so yeah. Um, and when you
I
say
think it's
stream, what do you
Siri.
mean? Yeah, Sierra.
Uh,
Yeah. When you say stream, what do you like? Are
I don't
they
know. Let
just
me go to
playing
the
the
near
game? What
actual.
do you mean?
Let me go to the actual near page because that's like where the post, like the original post, is. Um, Near Automata 5th anniversary live broadcast will be held on Nico Nico Live Broadcasting. Looking back on the 5th anniversary and announcing some new information? Question mark. So it's just gonna be. I don't know. I don't know if they're playing it or what they're gonna do.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like they definitely should. Or he definitely has to be working on something because Nier Automata was very well received,
Yeah, and
and
Yoko Taro
especially
and
in
Keiichi
Japan.
Okabe are going to be there at the live event, and Yosuke Saito and Takehisa Tora. I think they might be two of the writers,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
yeah, they're all going to be there. I would be surprised if there wasn't at least something decent
yeah.
announced there.
Something like maybe a Dragon Guard 3, like at least 30 frame version.
Right, yeah. The PS5 remake it'll finally run at 30 frames per second
Yeah. Um.
in Unity.
Yeah. And build that in Godot.
Yeah. That would be
Um.
pretty impressive.
Yeah, it definitely would. Um. See, we somehow we got to the direct from. We got from the direct to that. I believe it was
Something
through
I
Hollow
don't. I'm trying
Knight.
to remember how. Yeah. I
Because
think it was
we
through
didn't really
Hollow
talk
Knight.
about the direct very much.
Right. Okay. Back
Besides
on the direct.
Carby.
Yeah, Carby was a great catalyst that didn't go. It was not a great vehicle for conversation. That direct. Ironically.
See what you did there.
There we go.
Um,
Kirby does look good. I mean, I don't have much to say.
yeah,
I
yeah. I
haven't
mean,
really
it
played a
looks,
lot of Kirby games, but it looks awesome.
yeah, it looks very cool and interesting.
It looks
For
better
a
than like
Kirby.
the how I originally perceived it. When I first saw the trailer, I thought it was kind of like an on rails like Skylanders type
Yeah,
game, that just was pretty simple. But it looks to be like more than that. It looks to be open, like it looks to be like an open
yeah.
worldish.
I mean, we'll find out May or March something. I forget the exact date, but it's very
Let me see,
soon.
because
March 25th, maybe. Um,
yeah, that is right. March 25th.
and mark your calendars.
That's right.
Be
I'm
there on
probably gonna
launch day,
buy
midnight release of Kirby.
it. Yeah, I'll be the only motherfucker there.
Use our promo code. Yeah, they might not even have it in at your local game store.
Yeah, true.
They don't even know Metro Fudge and all the.
Yeah, they might know Kirby. He's a little bit
Yeah,
more.
he's definitely more recognizable than Metro Fudge.
Yeah, Metro Fudge, Metro Fred.
Yeah, Metro Fred. Yeah. Um. Oh yeah. Speaking of that, that's a good segue into the next another announcement. The what was it? The
Oh, like the master mode and the
instant
rookie
death. Yeah.
difficulty. Yeah, there's no way. I mean,
And
that
boss
would be a
rush.
feat, but oh yeah, the boss rush update coming at a later date.
Oh, okay. Okay,
It's,
so now yeah.
I think that's what it is. Or I think that's what they said, which is just odd to like announce in future
Yeah,
like
boss
updates
rush.
of
Yeah.
something so basic. But I guess That's just how they want to do it.
Yeah, I mean it's still Nintendo. So um
There's probably some capital reason for that.
yeah. Um so you will not be enjoying the insane
I
mode?
I might try it. I mean, just to say I have,
Yeah.
But the game is hard. Like, I mean, it
Yeah,
already is
even
hard.
before, yeah. I knew people were complaining because it didn't have a difficulty mode, right? That's why they added
Yeah, it's just that you
the noob
no
mode.
difficulty. Yeah, the rookie mode, I think, or something,
Yeah. But that
which
the
is good. That more people will be able to at least play it because it is
yeah,
hard.
yeah. Yeah, I
I don't know
believe
how they can make the Emmys any easier to get away from, though, unless they just like make them more like mentally retarded or something. I don't know because you don't fight them. Like, they
uh
don't drain a health meter. They are one hit kills.
yeah. Um yeah, an interesting announcement. Also got the Wii Sports,
Dude, that
Switch
was pretty
Sports.
hype. I was surprisingly hyped for that.
Yeah,
Nintendo
that
Switch
one was very
Sports.
interesting. The Of course there was the like the characters that did not
Uh,
look.
that was the first thing I noticed.
Yeah.
The off-brand equate me or me's.
Yeah, great value,
Yeah,
best
BG
choice.
me.
Yeah, Mii's.
But then I did see me's that they were playing as, which gave me a little
Yeah.
bit of
You
hope.
can play as Mii's, but it's just weird that they would
Right.
even try showing those monstrosities.
Yeah, they're kind of nightmare fuel.
Yeah, but still cool
But
if
what
there's
could
a Switch Sports coming.
right? I better say not much else you can say. It's Wii Sports pretty much on the Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, with the added Rocket League.
Oh yeah, that looks pretty okay. I mean, it looked literally just like Rocket League, but
Yeah, and I believe there was not golf's coming later.
yeah, that's another. It's just so
Yeah, it's
weird.
just fucking yeah,
The
that
golf
we
update,
yeah. Everybody getting hyped for the golf
dude.
patch.
I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait till the golf update comes out before I want to
Yeah,
purchase it.
I'm gonna wait for them to do a revision where it comes on the cart,
Yeah, that's probably the smart move.
limited run release.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe
Yeah,
the golf list carts will be more expensive.
yeah. Who knows? uh, and I did not see. Uh, I don't think baseball was included. Um,
Yeah, now
or
that I think about it, I don't remember seeing that.
yeah, who? I mean that would definitely be something that would add in the future, maybe after the golf update.
I'm looking it up right now. I just want to see what is in it. How they don't have fucking baseball in it? That's like stupid. Why?
Yeah, that's like one of yeah. I mean, I
Okay, it has oh come on, dude.
know it has
Soccer,
bowling and soccer. I remember seeing those.
volleyball, bowling, tennis, badminton,
Oh
and
yeah, badminton.
chambara.
Yeah. So
So the
they'll definitely add it because I mean
yeah,
everybody likes the Wii Sports baseball.
it's $40. It's not a
That
full
is a
price game,
yeah. I mean, I guess for
but
Nintendo that's cheap, but still not
yeah.
cheap.
If somebody
Um,
dropped a game on Steam that looked exactly like this under a different title,
it
and it
would
was
not
like,
sell. Yeah,
and if it was like $5, no one would buy that, even at like $5. Like, you know,
yeah, yeah. I mean, but that's what Nintendo has going
that's
for them.
right,
The name,
that's right. No one can do it like Nintendo can.
yeah. Sega does,
Yeah, they can't even do it Nintendo anymore.
yeah. Uh, and speaking of decently priced Nintendo things, there's the Mario Kart uh, expansion pack thing, expansion
Oh,
pass,
yeah, that is cool.
48
Specifically the Choco
tracks,
Mount. How much does it cost for the DLC?
24.99, I believe.
For how many?
48
For just
tracks.
for 48 tracks. Okay, that's not bad.
But they're like they're in
Throw this
waves, so it's not like you're getting them all at once. I mean, I guess
right.
at the end you will be if you don't own it, but
It
yeah.
kind of becomes the ultimate Mario Kart experience at that point.
Yeah, so it's like Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Ultimate with a
Yeah,
new funky mode.
yeah, the funky mode added with Dante.
Yeah, featuring Dante. Um,
The Omicron's acting up.
the Homicron.
The Omicron.
Yeah, but I mean, it's still. I mean, I guess it confirms that Mario Kart 9 isn't happening, at least
Right.
until probably like a new system comes out.
Yeah, and
Um,
especially they're gonna, however long this booster pack takes to finish out.
oh yeah,
There's no telling. I
yeah, it
would
might
hope
be the
it would
next
just be
like
the end of.
decade or something. Who knows?
Yeah,
For
that's true.
Nintendo.
Oh, it says it right here. The tracks will be released in 6 waves. The final wave will be at the end of 2023.
End of 2023.
Yeah,
What?
we've got 2 years of Mario Kart 8 content on Nintendo Switch.
Okay, so there you have it. 2024, new hardware
Eh,
coming out.
Right. A little disappointing, but I just cannot believe that they are not going to put the new Zelda game on new hardware. For some reason, that just seems so, like, obvious to do. Like, I mean, that just seems so.
Yeah, I mean it's still supposed to come out holiday 2022. So um, I don't know. I mean the Switch is still selling incredibly well. So I guess they don't feel a need.
Yeah, that's true.
Kind of like well, actually I because I mean like the Wii U they sort of had to reset,
Yeah, I just couldn't.
and I
I guess
guess
that might be why there even is a. Well, I think the Zelda or Breath of the Wild on the Switch and Wii U is pretty comparable to like the Twilight Princess on GameCube and
yeah,
Wii,
GameCube and Wii, yeah.
where it was just kind of like, well, fuck it, we got a new console, we'll put it on the Switch
Yeah, because the
too.
GameCube kind of was similar to the Wii U, or at least in the sense like they didn't really do too well,
Yeah,
and they reset it with the Wii, and it took off like crazy. Um, so it's definitely comparable, yeah. Because I mean, I guess the Switch would be their best console since the Wii, like um, numbers wise.
I'm curious. I wonder how the Switch has sold like compared to the Nintendo 64 and the Wii.
Yeah, I mean, I know it's working its way up there. It's um, definitely way more than the N64, I'd say.
It has already sold more than the Wii.
Okay, yeah, yeah. I mean,
So
so yeah,
yeah,
what's the point? They for them to
yeah,
reset or yeah, do a
yeah.
new
They've not been given any reason to do it.
yeah, and they did say that it's switches around its halfway point for their support. Um, but they'll probably
That is,
include like a few years of like the GameCube Wii thing with Twilight Princess, kind of like supporting both or whatever.
yeah. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, like you said, if it's just the halfway point, but also you factor in like the extra year, year and a half, maybe even two
Yeah,
years of like cross support between the Switch and the new console. I
I
mean, it
mean,
is possible that there could be some kind of announcement at. It would probably be at the E3 Expo this year or next year. It
I
wouldn't be
don't think it's
too.
this year.
Yeah, that's. I just want to believe it for the Zelda game, but it's false
No,
dreams
Breath of
also.
the Wild 2 is definitely, or whatever it's called, sequel of Breath of the Wild will be uh, definitely a Switch game,
Yeah,
Switch only, or at least for now. Maybe we get like Breath
Yeah,
of the Wild 2 HD 2.8
yeah.
final
That I mean,
mix.
that's pretty much just bound to happen.
Yeah. I mean, I would think. Um, but then
I
I
think
mean, maybe
every
we get
single
it.
Zelda game has been remade, right? Is that like besides the original and
I mean,
two,
Zelda 1 and 2.
and I'm not counting the Game Boy games,
Yeah,
which even then somehow have A Link to the Past, the Link's Awakening on, or no, not Link's Awakening. What's the A Link Between Worlds on 3DS is kind of like a
Link to the
not a
Past. Yeah,
it's like a remakey, not really a
sequel.
remake. It's its
Yeah,
own game, but it's like
a
in the
requel.
same world. Yeah, a
Yeah.
requel.
Um, I mean, I guess what about Ocarina? Well, none of those 3DS ports remakes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the Wind Waker and Twilight Princess haven't been like remade, I guess.
Yeah,
But
just
they, I
like
mean, they had like
HD.
enhancements.
Yeah, enhanced versions. Yeah, which for some reason they won't release on Switch yet.
Yeah, that is weird.
That'll never sell. Yeah.
I guarantee there'll be either a bundle with both of them, or um,
I don't think a bundle. I think
yeah, they
both will
wouldn't
be
do that.
60
That's
bucks.
yeah, that is true. I still feel bad I haven't finished Skyward Sword, and I'm probably over the halfway point into it.
Yeah, that is a bit sad. I mean, I guess if you're not into it, you shouldn't force it.
Yeah, I could. The thing is, I could feel it getting better. You know, kind of a tragic. It was like a really sad gaming experience because I was like, man, I feel like I just like wasted my time. It wasn't like awful, but like it was just not my kind of game. Then I felt it getting a little better, and I had like some hope, and then it just was. It still was just not that good, and it's a sad, very tragic gaming experience.
Yeah, definitely some Shakespearean.
Yeah, there's something deep in there, something
Yeah,
philosophical about my experience with um,
Freudian.
Skyward Sword. Yeah,
Yeah, maybe you need the Switch version. Who knows?
yeah, yeah. I mean, that will fix it. I'm sure. I did play some of it on Yuzu. Am I allowed to legally say that? I played it on Yuzu in Minecraft.
Yeah, you made a redstone computer with Yuzu on
Yeah,
it.
yeah, and it was the same game. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, I know
it
they
looked
added the.
nicer.
Yeah, they added the like you control it with the stick, like the right stick.
Yeah, I didn't use
Which,
that. It just
yeah,
the
that
game
doesn't.
is not made for that. Like it just
Yeah, it's
isn't. And I tried
designed.
it.
Yeah, it's designed with the motion controls.
It's
So
just like even worse that way. Like it's not even like an upgrade.
yeah.
Take something that was already like kind of shitty and just like unfun. At least the
Yeah.
motion controls are kind of interesting when they work.
Yeah, I mean, I bet using Joy Cons is a lot better than using a Wiimote though. Like
Yeah,
for the
that
motion
that I
controls.
couldn't really tell much of a difference. The Wii remote with the Motion Plus, it works pretty well. Like I mean it
Yeah,
for what it is, but it's more just there's so many kind of like complex movements that you do and things that like just like that controllers just can't do. Like they can't replicate unless you got like camera, IR, VR, $3,000 setup in your room. You know.
yeah. It was definitely a bit like ahead of its time, in a bad
Yeah.
way. Um, because I could see that maybe working in like a VR, like at
Yeah. If
Nintendo.
somebody made a remake of Skyward Sword in VR, that would be pretty cool.
Oh yeah, Nintendo Labo.
Yeah, put that in Labo, and I'll buy it.
Yeah. Um. See, how did we get to Skyward Sword?
Um, from remakes, did we talk about remakes? Of
Yeah, we were
I have
talking
no
about.
idea. I have no
Yeah,
idea now.
well, yeah. To back up a little bit, we were talking about you. You mentioned the Mario Kart expansion thing was ending
Yes.
in the end of 2023, right?
Yes.
So I mean, we won't see new hardware until at least 2024 then.
Right.
And
That
at
is true.
that,
Unless somehow then they wouldn't even do that, like make it across, like release
yeah,
Mario Kart
no,
8 on the
definitely
new
not.
system, and
Unless they do backwards
yeah,
compatibility, which that would be cool.
yeah.
Not
But it just
totally
feels weird for
impossible
them to still be like adding DLC expansion shit to a
to switch a
system
game,
that they're
yeah,
trying to
with a
kind
new
of
system. Yeah,
pull away from.
yeah, it definitely would be holiday 2024 at the earliest. Um,
Yeah. Or, I mean, it could be holiday. Well, no, never mind. I'm just trying to be hopeful here. I was thinking holiday 2023 because it's
nah,
going to end, or the expansion will end in 2023. But like,
yeah,
even then, it's like, well, they just released all that content. They want people to still play the Switch.
yeah, yeah. Unless they do something like a 3DS kind of thing where you can play all your old games.
Yeah,
Um, but yeah, I don't know. It's Nintendo's always crazy. You can't really predict
yeah, you just never
that
know.
far ahead.
For all I know, fucking, they are gonna announce the 3DS, the 4DS
Yeah, the
tomorrow. You just never
4DS.
know.
Yeah.
No telling.
Um. See, there were, and then of course we haven't really talked about the real meat of the direct, which was
Well, wait,
all
we want to
the.
say. Oh, okay, go ahead. Sorry, I thought you
Oh,
were gonna talk about it. A certain end of the direct.
no, I was gonna talk about how many freaking RPGs was announced and talked
Yeah,
about
that
on
was
that,
nuts.
because you had so much stuff like Front Mission remakes and Live Alive, which
Yeah, that looks
is pretty
fucking awesome.
insane because it was only a Super Famicom game and relatively, I mean, it was completely unknown outside of North America
Yeah,
or
yeah,
outside of
I
Japan.
had never heard of it even until the
Yeah,
direct, and I thought I was pretty like semi-cultured in these games, and
yeah,
I
pretty
had
much
never
only
heard of it.
like hardcore JRPG nerds even knew about it, and it does have a fan patch. So I mean, you can still play the original, but it's awesome that that's getting remade, uh, released in North America physically, which
Yeah,
is
that is weird.
crazy, and it opens the door for a lot of old Square stuff, especially with stuff we haven't talked about. Like Chrono Cross is also getting released,
Yeah, that
which
is
is
cool.
huge. Um,
You haven't played Chrono Cross, right?
I
Or
have
have
not.
you?
Or
Okay.
Radical Dreamers, which is another thing is just insane. The Satellaview text adventure Chrono Trigger thing. I don't think it's a
Yeah, that is.
sequel. Um,
Yeah,
but
there's a lot of
yeah,
Kingdom Hearts stuff like that too, where it's just like a little released like novel type
yeah,
thing that like people don't even like really care that much about, but like fans know it.
yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, especially with the Chrono series because there's just those. Like, there's just that. The two games in that, I believe. But it's
I
awesome that we're
th- this
getting.
is
Yeah.
this is weird, but there's a game on mobile. It's like huge in Japan. I think it's a gotcha game, but
Probably.
I predicted that there would be new Chrono news. Um, Semi soon when I saw this, but like a couple weeks ago,
hmm
I think the game had the Chrono Cross. What do they call that? Like collaboration thing. It had like all the characters from
Yeah.
Chrono Cross and an exclusive Chrono Cross like story in the game,
Okay.
and I was like, that's kind of weird.
Yeah.
So this was kind
A
of
tease or something.
yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out what that game was called.
Yeah. That is quite interesting.
Another Eden. That's what it is called.
Oh, okay. There is a very clear connection. I believe. Let me fact check myself real quick. because I believe the composer of Another Eden was yeah, Yasunori Mitsuda, the
Yeah.
Chrono Xeno composer. Yeah,
Said an epic story by the legendary Masato Kato.
I don't know that name off top of my head.
Let me see. Yeah, the main theme is by Yasunori Mitsuda.
Yeah. Um. Yeah, that is a cool connection, and yeah, that was definitely probably like a tease. So, um, gotta be on the lookout for Another Eden.
Yeah, they're dropping shit.
Waiting for the Xenogears collab. Because I
And I
mean, some.
guess Masato Kato did the uh, script for Chrono Trigger based on the
Okay,
story draft by Yuji Horii.
that's
And he
awesome.
wrote the
Yeah.
story for Another Eden. I've never played it, but I think it's a gacha game. I don't really know. I would just assume. I mean, I don't.
Yeah. Yeah, that is cool. Um, but yeah, all this Square stuff though, getting re-released means that maybe could see other stuff like Parasite Eve and
That
hopefully
would be
Chrono
nuts.
Trigger at some point. I mean, that one just
Yeah.
seems super obvious. Um,
You're
hopefully
missing a very I was
Xenogears.
about to say you're missing a very obvious,
Oh yeah,
which
yeah,
would make it would make the most sense.
I definitely don't see it happening, but at the same time, I would be the most excited for that one.
Yeah.
Obviously, yeah. Um,
What would be cool? This is like a pipe dream, and it would never happen. Is if Xenogears already kind of has the um, I don't know what the art style was called or what they're calling it, but like the modern pixel art, like
yeah, like the
Octopath
Octopath.
Traveler
Yeah,
and like this new Live Alive. If they were to like, obviously, Xenogears is pretty different with its aesthetics than that. But if they like took Xenogears and did something like akin to that, I feel like it wouldn't be that crazy to do it with, like just to make like everything a little bit more like add to the charm of the original look. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, because I don't know. Like, if they were to do that, it would kind of feel like, what's the point? Because it kind of already has that aesthetic.
Yeah, and that's what I mean too. Is like there's not much of a point, but also it wouldn't be that difficult to like do it. You know,
Yeah,
since it already
yeah,
has that.
and
It already kind of was like a the first game to almost look like that. You know, in a lot of ways.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't know of any earlier games that sort of have that style, but yeah. And plus, it would just like it hasn't been touched in so long. Um, at least like
I couldn't help but think about sex immediately. You said that. It
yeah,
sounded so
sex.
sad because it just
Yeah,
hasn't
it
been
just
touched in
hasn't been.
so
Yeah,
long.
I mean, it did get fucked by Square, so I mean, yeah,
Yeah, true. It got fucked
it
hard. It's
did.
been
It
on a
did get
hiatus.
touched. It got abused. Yeah,
That pussy's been healing.
yeah. So I mean,
I
it's
think it's
just
healed up now. I mean, it's got to
it's
be.
definitely yeah. It's been too long. They just sort of I don't know. They just neglected it.
Yeah.
I mean, aside from like releasing music from it, which it takes like no effort to do, but I mean, just acknowledge that the game it used to exist and let like people play it since it's over $100 just for a copy, at least a North American copy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But
I'm
and
gonna
in
go out and
Japan
buy a
it sold
copy.
really well, so it's not like re-releasing it or making it, remastering it, whatever they would do wouldn't sell. I mean,
I feel
especially
like the most.
now.
I was gonna say the most obvious thing really is just that Xenoblade is a thing, so
Yeah,
it wouldn't be that risky to re-release Xenogears.
you just connect it. Well, the issue with that is Square owns Xenogears, and um, Nintendo owns Xenoblade.
Oh right, we're gonna have to have like a Sony and Disney Spider-Man
Yeah, it's the
fight.
Spider-Man thing. Yeah, except nobody talks about Xenogears, so it doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
right. Just have
Um,
to work out a riot.
yeah. Um, but I don't know. It's just sad that it's such a. I don't know. It's a game that deserves better than what Square has done to it. But I mean, this direct kind of gives some hope for all this old Square stuff that hasn't
Yeah, I
been
think
touched.
these old Square RPGs and just JRPGs in general are getting more exposure than really ever. They're not really as much of a like a niche anymore, you know.
Yeah,
They still
definitely.
are, but it's I think every year more and more people kind of flock to these older JRPGs and newer JRPGs. They just become
Yeah,
a more
yeah.
popular genre.
Especially with stuff like Persona and stuff.
Yeah,
Seems like a lot of people. Oh, and even of course Yakuza 7 definitely feel
yeah.
has brought a lot of people to
And I would even say
RPGs.
near Automata to an
Yeah,
extent, even
definitely.
though it's
Yeah,
pretty
it's more of an
uh,
action RPG, but
yeah,
yeah, for
it's still
sure.
got all like the
It's got
staples
the
of
the JRPG aesthetic.
right. It's
Um,
JRPG in spirit.
yeah, I mean, technically it is a JRPG. I mean,
Yeah, yeah, I guess
it's just
literally,
not
yeah,
like
technically.
it's just not like your typical turn-based kind
Yeah,
of Final Fantasy style thing. Um,
right. Drakengard is my favorite JRPG.
yeah, Dragon Dragoon.
Yeah, it's a statement no one's ever said in the
Yeah,
world.
not even
Drakengard,
ironically. Like it just no.
Drakengard
Yeah,
is my favorite JRPG.
yeah. Brand new sentence right here just
Yeah, you heard
dropped.
it first here, and probably the last time you'll ever hear it too.
Yeah. um. Yeah. Trying to think of.
We missed the Klonoa
Oh yes, we
remakes.
haven't even talked. Yeah, that was like when the direct like
Right,
really
started.
surprised me. Yeah,
Yeah,
because
really
Klonoa definitely
started to get a little
deserves.
chub at that point.
Oh no, not even full mast.
Bro, right, just rock
Klonoa.
hard.
Yeah, that's so awesome that Klonoa 1 and 2, right?
Yeah, I think they are complete remakes. Even though this will be
Yes.
the
Yeah.
third time Klonoa 1 has been
Yeah.
remade.
It was on the Wii.
Or the second time, I guess. Third release.
Second remake. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the Wii version, and I don't believe the second game has ever been remade.
I think it's coming. It's not Switch exclusive either. I think it's coming to like PS4 and PC and
Yeah,
stuff.
that would be best, just so it can sell well and
Yeah.
hopefully revive the series because that is a. I mean, I've only played the first game, but
Me
it
too.
definitely
I think I've
deserves.
started the second game, but I've never finished it. But the first one I finished the Wii remake of.
Okay. Yeah, I played the PS1 game. I haven't finished it, but I mean, it's pretty amazing.
Yeah, yeah, it is awesome. I want to play two. I probably will just wait for the remake.
Yeah,
It looks
comes out in
awesome. I mean, they
July,
look
I
like
believe.
really, they look nice.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Um, yeah, that series definitely deserves to come to have a comeback for Pete Dore's sake.
Yeah. I wonder what Pete Dore was thinking when he saw the Klonoa 1
He
and 2
probably
remake.
he probably shat his pants and came at the same time.
Uh-huh. Do you want to go right into the meat, the
The main event, the
potatoes,
main course.
the the cigarette after the talk, you know?
Yeah, cigarette. Yeah. Um. Yeah, I'm trying to think of some other stuff that Because I mean, that was really
other than the Earthbound and Mother
yeah. There was
coming to
Mother.
Nintendo.
There was at least
Switch
the
Online is
acknowledgement
cool.
that Mother exists, except Mother
Yeah,
3. Um, but if they ever do a
yeah. I guess you still
GBA
can't.
or a Game Boy Online or whatever, then
Yeah, that'll definitely. If they do that, I mean, the only way like probably a lot of people would even buy it is if that was on there. So they would
yeah,
have to
true.
put that on.
And Mother 3 has never been released or never been localized
Right.
officially. So I mean, yeah, that would. I mean, it'd be the perfect opportunity. Like,
And especially with um not Ness, who's Lucas
yeah,
being in Smash Brothers, like everyone wants to play that game.
yeah. I mean, even yeah, it's just so legendary because the people who have played the fan, like the fan translation, even like everyone loves it, right? And it just has
Yeah,
so much charm and stuff around it. So it would, it definitely would not flop. So it
yeah.
could even
And
drive
maybe
people.
they could emulate GBA games well too.
Yeah, yeah, and if they put that like on the Switch Online expansion thing, I mean, it would definitely at least give people a reason to buy it. More of a
Right.
reason than like the Genesis and N64 joke.
Yeah. Although in the past, in our hiatus here, they have done a lot of updates to
Yes,
the Nintendo
they
64.
yeah
So
they have yeah.
I
Gotta
think
give
a
them
lot
some
of it is
credit.
fixed. I still don't think it's the ideal way to play a lot of this stuff, but
No,
I do think that it is like it's a good way to play those games now. It's not like shitty.
yeah,
It's just weird that they
it's a way
can't
to
be
play
like
them.
ideal. Yeah, it's just weird that they can't be the ideal way. Like it wouldn't be that hard.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, they should just use the same emulator they used for the 3D All Stars Mario
Yeah,
64.
yeah. I don't know what was so difficult about it.
Um, but yeah, and the Genesis is an absolute joke because there's the Genesis collection on the Switch. So I mean,
Yeah,
that one
that
no
get,
amount
now,
of stuff can fix.
the Genesis collection on Switch now has no meaning, no like purpose if when that comes out, unless there's
Yeah,
like some crazy like one or two games maybe that aren't on Switch Online, but
yeah. Um,
almost kind of a bad move for Sega to do that. I
I'm
mean, I
sure
doubt
they
that
got
game
their
was a major
check. I mean,
seller.
well, yeah. I mean, and it came out way before that Genesis Online
Right.
stuff.
Anyone
So
who was going to buy it had probably already bought it.
yeah, definitely. Yeah. And it's still cheaper than buying the Switch Online and then the expansion for
Right.
49 bucks a year, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
So yeah, I mean, but yeah, that's another topic, I guess.
You're
But the
forgetting a very important announcement.
uh,
Ring Fit Adventure 2.
yeah, the Ring Fit, the little leg attachment thing can be used in the Switch Sports Soccer.
That is true. Gives me a whole other reason to buy Nintendo Switch Sports.
Yeah, yeah, you can. Yeah, I hope they utilize the ring for something.
Yeah. Yeah, that would actually be nice. I don't know what you could do with it. It kind of sucks, like to begin with, as a piece of technology. Like barely works. There's not a lot of. I don't know. Did you play the like
The
rhythm
rhythm
game?
game, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's like 1 second behind, which doesn't sound like it would be that bad, but like it's
For a
terrible.
rhythm game, that's huge.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like you move the ring down, and maybe like a second and a half later, the ring will move how you did it. Well, I don't know.
yeah, for sure. Um,
I
let's
don't
see,
know. I'm trying to think because I don't remember other than the Splatoon
Splatoon
3.
3. Yeah, there's the
Yeah,
the terrible music,
yeah, that was
which
pretty
is normally
awful.
not the case, which is weird. Um, yeah, I mean, there was no Breath of the Wild 2 news, which I actually
Oh,
thought there would have been something.
we forgot one thing. that I was pretty hyped for.
Oh wait, let me guess. Um, ah, dang it! I feel like just say it. I don't.
Mario Strikers Battle
Strikers,
League.
yeah, the new, yeah.
Yeah, I love Super Mario Strikers on GameCube. That
Yeah.
was so fun. I never did play the Wii version, but I just love the idea of playing even like if it isn't that bad in content, just playing a rated T Mario game feels so wrong, but also pretty right.
Will the Switch version even be rated T? I
I
doubt
don't
it.
know. It
I,
looks pretty violent. I mean, I couldn't really
Comic
tell.
mischief
Yeah, too much comic mischief.
and tobacco use,
Yeah, strong language, blood and
simulated
gore.
gambling. Yeah. I mean, Donkey Kong was pretty intimidating in that uh, clip.
Yeah, that's like a horror element to
Yeah, survival
Mario.
horror.
They got Luigi's Mansion for that.
Yeah, true. Yeah, what's that rated?
I think E10 plus. I mean, Super Smash Brothers Brawl is rated T, but that
Well,
don't
yeah,
really
that's. I
count.
mean, you got like Snake, and actually, he might be the only M character in that. Um,
Yeah, I'm watching like gameplay of it. I mean, it's pretty brutal stuff. It's just for the violence, I think, is why it was rated T.
yeah, that makes yeah. I mean, it's not like there's no like tobacco use or anything.
Yeah, I love the like cell shaded like effects and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah. For like forgot what they called it, but yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And when it comes to like sports party game, like golf is okay, bowling is okay, but any of these like gimmicky soccer games are always just so fun. Like I can't get
Yeah,
enough of these like weird soccer things. It's very really easy to gamify it, like
yeah, and
because you're just trying to get one thing into another person's goal.
yeah, and it's has the worldwide appeal.
Yeah,
Very fun, simple. Yeah. Um, that one did
baseball
surprise
games
me
are
though.
probably the worst gamified
Yeah,
sport.
except Wii Sports, which
Oh,
is
true, I
not Switch
guess.
Sports will not get.
Right, I guess we're not
Oh,
missing
but
too much.
speaking of that, you have the MLB The Show coming to Switch,
Oh, hell yeah,
running at
true.
its 5 frames.
Yeah, that was embarrassing to watch that.
Yeah, that was actually worse than Deadly Premonition too. Like
Yeah,
no, not even joking.
it looked pretty bad, and that was the best footage they could find.
Yeah, game footage not final, or whatever it said.
Yeah,
But yeah, that's
they showed us the best of the best.
yeah. You would think. I mean,
I mean, I would hope
yeah.
if that's the best of the best. I mean, we got a fun release to look forward to. I mean, and I'm not gonna buy it anyway, so
Oh yeah,
it'll be interesting to see how people react to that. If that's really how it plays.
yeah. But I mean, then again, like people who play MLB The Show aren't getting it on their Switch to begin with.
Yeah, it is a weird like port, but
But yeah,
and I think it's the first Sony published game to be on Nintendo, right? Is that kind of the big deal?
yeah. I don't know if MLB if the show is like still a Sony exclusive thing, like even before the Switch thing. But I'm not too sure.
Let me see.
I mean, I know it used to be like only
Yeah,
PlayStation, but
it's published by Sony Interactive Entertainment, Sony, or the MLB The Show 22.
yeah, it
When it
might
came on
be
Xbox, it
the
was kind of
first.
a big
Yeah.
deal because like the Xbox cover art has like a Sony logo on it,
Oh, so
and
it's
it was
got
like,
like it's like a cursed image.
yeah,
Yeah, it might be the first Sony thing on Switch.
there we go.
Maybe I don't know.
I
can't think of
couldn't. I
anything,
mean,
but
when
I
it
don't
comes to
know.
at least bigger things,
Yeah, there's no
I
like
couldn't think of
Uncharted or
anything else.
yeah,
Yeah.
Last of Us on Switch or whatever. But yeah, I don't know. But
But I
yeah,
mean,
open the door.
it's developed by San Diego Studio, and they are their parent studio is PlayStation Studios.
Yeah, so I mean, it's opening the door. So I mean, we're
Right.
kind of yeah, we're making fun of
We're
it, but
entering a new we're entering a new eclectic age of gaming.
yeah, we are. The exclusive is gone. So pretty soon we'll be getting God of War on the Switch. Just you know,
That sounds so impossible, but MLB The Show 2022
it's opening.
has
Yeah, it's
right. It's expanded my mind a bit.
yeah.
Maybe we need to appreciate MLB The Show 22 more.
It's breaking borders,
Right. Just a
tearing
little
down.
respect.
Yeah. Um.
I'm crying now.
Yeah. I mean, it's an emotional
Uh,
moment. I mean, take a breather here. Sounded so bad on the mic.
it was just static. That's all it was.
But
Let me go back and look. See, there's no more hero or No Man's Sky. Sorry,
yeah,
I
no
just got
more.
on the
Yeah, no more
Nintendo
Heroes
Switch.
was already on the Switch.
The Fire Emblem Warriors game, Three
Yeah,
Hopes.
and whenever I first saw that, I thought it was a new thing, but it's actually a sequel to a.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there already is
I didn't
one.
know that. And it's on the
I
Switch.
forget about it.
It already so it's a sequel, or it's not a sequel, but it's another Fire Emblem Warriors game for the Switch.
Yeah, Advance Wars 1 and 2 stuff. Those
Yeah,
already announced.
that is cool. Yeah, but we already knew about that.
Portal and Portal 2.
That one was a surprise, I gotta admit, but
Yeah,
I mean it's cool for the people who haven't played it, I guess. But
I think it's a good way for kids to play Portal. I feel like that's a fun
yeah,
way to do that.
and I mean at this point they're very old games, especially. I mean
Yeah,
Portal 2 is even like what 12 years old or 11 years old roughly.
yeah. There are grown adults now who weren't born when. I gotta fact check myself on that. That's a
Portal
pretty
was
big state.
2007.
That's a big statement to make. So there are people who are 16 years old right now. Was that no 15? 2007. Right. Okay. So people who are 15 years old, or maybe even 16 by the time the Portal um, port comes to Switch, weren't even born when Portal came out. So it's
Yeah, yeah, it's
a whole
definitely a good.
new
Yeah,
market.
and I mean, who knows? I mean, Half-Life Alex exists, so maybe.
Yeah, put that on Switch. Put that on my Labo.
I don't know. I just meant maybe Portal could be getting something else later.
Oh yeah, true. That is true.
Yeah, no, I don't expect Half-Life Alex on the Switch.
Dude, I'll play Half-Life Alyx on my Labo. I don't mind.
Yeah, I
The
mean,
ideal way to play it.
yeah, it'd be the only way I can afford to play.
Yeah, my Google Cardboard on my phone.
Yeah, or the Meta Quest.
Yeah, true. The meta.
Yeah. Um,
I think that might be it. That was it for announcements. What
yeah,
did you think of the direct?
yeah. So, what did you think? Um, but yeah, overall, it was a great direct. Literally, the only thing that I did not, the only thing I expected and um, they didn't show was Breath of the Wild update.
Yeah,
But that'll
that is
definitely
true.
come at E3 or the E3 time around there.
Yeah, it'll. I think E3 would be the perfect. They just
Yeah.
pretty much have to almost.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, they'll either have to give us like a name or release date, or they're gonna say we have delayed Breath of the Wild too,
Wait, I see something else
like a
here.
Metroid Prime 4 thing. We have scrapped the development.
God,
But here's a
that would
2D,
suck.
here's a new 2D Zelda game, Zelda Dread.
They'll show a new Game and Watch variant.
Yeah, Game and Watch. I don't even know what they could do now. Game and Watch Picross.
What is Xenoblade Chronicles 3?
I don't know. I've never heard of that one. Kind of
It was
tuned
at the
out
top.
after they said one more announcement.
To the top of the list here. It looks like it will be a big thing here. I never heard of Xenoblade.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Is it Z? Is it Z or is it X? X.
It's Xeno.
Xenoblade
Yeah,
Chronicles 3.
Xeno Gears. But yeah, yeah, that was. I mean, in the back of my mind, I kind of. I don't know if I just hoped it would be announced there or whatever, but yeah, it was pretty epic to see that Xenoblade
Yeah.
3 will be. It'll come out before Breath of the Wild 2, which is weird.
Yeah, that is odd. Yeah, I saw
Because
someone
it
on
was
Twitter.
confirmed, and yeah.
Someone on Twitter was like, Monolith Soft has made like 4 games in between Breath of the Wild
Yeah.
2 coming out.
2 games and a giant ass expansion that's pretty much like its own game, yeah.
And probably close to 5 games if the Chronicles X came out probably somewhere around the time Breath of the Wild did or something. I'm not sure.
No, Xenoblade X came out in 2015.
Did Breath of the Wild come out in 2017
17.
or 16? Oh, okay. So yeah, that was 2 years on it. It's still crazy.
But yeah, for sure. But yeah, so I have some catching up to do. I will say the art style looks very good. It looks very different from what I've seen. Obviously, 1 that I played and 2. What
Yeah,
I've seen
I was
from
surprised.
2.
The only reason I even knew it was a Xeno game, like within a few seconds, is because I saw the like giant robot thing and it looked literally just like a Xeno thing.
Yeah, for sure.
But with
And
the guy playing the flute at the beginning, I had no idea.
yeah, I was like, oh, that kind of looks like the same art
I thought it
style.
was maybe a Fire Emblem thing, but I didn't know. I was like, well, no, they
Yeah.
already showed a Fire Emblem thing.
They did release an interview with Tetsuya Takahashi after the direct, where he actually talked about some of the specifics of the game, which I skimmed through because apparently it's going to tie in to Xenoblade 1 and 2 quite a bit. So
You
definitely
haven't
will have to
played
play those
Xenoblade
two.
2 yet, right?
I have not. No, that I will be playing that soon.
Yeah.
Just because the hype. So I probably won't, because Xenoblade X is pretty much like its own little spin-off thing that has not a whole lot to do with, or at least from my understanding, it has nothing to do with 1 and 2.
Yeah.
And they kind of pretend it doesn't exist. Because I was really hoping they would do a port. Maybe that'll come later, who knows, but yeah.
When I see these games, like the gameplay and like walking around the open environment, specifically in Chronicles X on the Wii U, I can't help but think of Final Fantasy 14. They look so like MMO-y almost.
Yeah,
I
they
don't know. There's
definitely,
something
yeah.
very there's something
Definitely.
very specific about the look that looks like an MMO.
Yeah, even the gameplay, yeah. When I was playing the first game and even like watching some reviews of the first game, everyone points out it's pretty much like a single player MMO gameplay wise.
Yeah, the combat in or from what I've seen of the original Xenoblade Chronicles, looks like a lot more of like a streamlined MMO like experience, like probably more fun, really.
Yeah,
because you're not going to be playing it as long as you play an MMO. Like, you don't need like crazy ass like customization stuff that
yeah, like
you know.
mouse. Yeah, like a mouse with 10, like a keypad on the
Yeah.
side and all
And then
that.
you hold the shift key, and then it switches all the buttons to another button. If you hold the
Yeah,
control key, there's like 800 different buttons at your disposal.
yeah, definitely. Um,
Thankfully, I never got that crazy into it. I did have like some macro stuff set up, but never anything nuts.
yeah,
But yeah, it does look awesome. It looks a lot more um, like like Asian inspired. Like what's the word for that? The proper word? Like it
uh,
looks Oriental or something.
yeah. I don't think that's the
Is that
proper
politically
word.
Is that politically correct?
No,
I gotta see.
I don't think so. But yeah, I get what you're saying though.
I'm getting Ching Chong vibes from this.
Yeah, that's the preferred
That's
nomenclature.
that's the end of the podcast, guys. Sorry, I didn't mean it. Satire.
Yeah, get your Joe Rogan apology.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. I'll write an essay afterwards.
But yeah, um,
Oriental is totally the right word. Of, from, or characteristics of Asia.
yeah, it's it just it can have some negative connotations, but yeah, it's not
Right.
like a yeah.
Everyone listening, know I meant that with love and respect.
But yeah,
True
I
love.
get what you mean, and um, in that
But then
interview.
again, oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. What were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say I haven't really played Xenoblade Chronicles 1 or 2, so I don't know if this is like different. Like I just I feel like I just never noticed that it had that kind of aesthetic to it, and I like it. I'm just saying I just noticed it.
Yeah. Um. And but yeah, as I was saying, they did the interview with Takahashi, and he mentioned that it would like connect some of the stuff from uh, the main two games. He mentioned like uh, the music, the composers they'll be returning, and it's all the original composers plus uh, Mitsuda is also mentioned because he doesn't really he's worked on the games, but he typically only does like the credits song. But he was mentioned first in that interview, so I mean I thought that was
Mm,
interesting because he hasn't really worked
yeah,
on any of the Xeno games in quite a while, like is like big
as the
like
main composer.
yeah. So the fact he was mentioned first, I don't know if that was just because he's the biggest name or what. It could be
Mm,
nothing, but just something I thought was interesting from the interview. Um, but I mean, either way, even the composers from Xenoblade are very good. Um,
yeah, yeah. The music's always good. I've listened to some tracks from uh, well, Xenogears. I mean, I like the music in that,
yeah,
and
that's Mitsuda.
Xenoblade.
Yeah.
The
Um,
Dazil theme,
yeah. Yeah, the
the bass.
legendary track, the legendary bass boosted Dazil.
I'm
Um,
gonna do a Shrigmacast first. Hold on.
what's the? Are you pissing? What? What the fuck was that noise?
Woo!
Yo,
All right.
this has turned to the piss cast. What the?
Yeah, this is the piss cast now. Hope
God.
you all enjoyed that. That is not being cut.
Yeah, there might be some like fetish stuff like, you can capitalize
I mean,
on.
just peeing. Yeah, I mean,
Piss
just doing a
noises.
natural body function. I was really just pouring water in the sink. Okay,
Yeah,
in the
very
toilet. I poured
slowly.
water.
Yeah. Well, speaking of Dazil,
Hmm.
um, have you continued your journey?
Dude, I beat it.
Oh, you did? Okay, that's
No,
cool.
I just finished it this morning.
Yeah, yeah. No one would ever say it like that.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, it
yeah,
was
just
pretty good. It was okay. It was it's fine.
yeah. I mean, it was nice, happy, lighthearted.
Yeah, yeah, it
No,
was short. It was short.
um,
But no, I have not. To answer your question,
yeah, um, yeah.
you want to know
I'm
what I want to do? An update on what I have been doing. Want to do our self updates?
yeah, self. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, up to times.
Yeah, I mean, because
Up keeping up to date.
we haven't really communicated, or well,
Right.
besides
Yeah,
just
you and
some
I don't
messages.
talk. You and I don't talk outside of the podcast.
Yeah, I mean, this is the only time. Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much. I mean, I guess voice to
Um.
voice it would be.
Right. Yeah, that is true. I have been streaming the Nier games. I don't know if you noticed that I was playing Nier
Really?
Replicant the other day. I finished it. I
So
got both
you
endings.
replayed it?
Yeah,
That's pretty
and I
awesome.
got one of the achievements for like speed run thing. You completed the game within 15 hours, and I'm now playing, which I have not played in, I guess, almost 5 years, in Nier Automata.
That's awesome.
I'm trying to be good to get some more achievements on my Steam profile, and it's just awesome streaming that.
That's cool.
Um,
You're were you streaming on Twitch or you got like a deal with
I'm on.
YouTube? What's going on?
Yeah, I got a partnership with uh, Spotify.
Spot.
I stream on Spotify. I'm only on Twitch.
Nice. And how many followers you got? How many subs?
I got like, I think like 8.
That's nice. And where
I
can
usually have one viewer most of the time. Sometimes I'll get 2.
one Randy,
That's a
or
big
is it
moment.
like you tell someone,
Oh,
hey,
I
come
know,
join?
I know who's watching it.
Okay. Well, I mean, you gotta start small. So I mean, there's
Right.
no
Humble
shame.
beginnings.
Yeah. And what's your handle? What's your how can people
Um,
find you on Twitch?
right now, I'm just like the old Shrigmacast. This is only for fun. I haven't like really delved into like making a good setup. So I'm just using my like original account, Twitch account that I made when I was like 14 or 15, I think. And it's
Okay.
Kobe Rockstar 101.
Nice. Everybody drop
Go drop a follow. Go drop a
yeah.
follow. And sub. Send me some Twitch bits.
Some Prime money.
Yeah. If you got Amazon Prime, what are you doing? Sub. Come
Yeah.
on.
Well, yeah, that's I'll definitely drop in sometime.
Dude, you gotta do it.
Especially
You
if you
gotta do it.
stream I mean it would be the perfect time to stream Xenogears.
Oh, true, that would. I might actually get viewers.
Yeah, at least one.
Right. Yeah, I'll get at least one.
um
Well, the person that watches now would probably watch me play it, and I could get you in there.
yeah, that's
We get
what
a
I
little
meant by the
party
one.
going. It's a member of the masturbation fan club.
Okay. Yeah.
Do we need to explain that,
That
or is
might
that
be
kind of just
for later.
self-explanatory?
Yeah, well, yeah, it is kind of, yeah, but that might be a little more for a later,
After dark.
yeah, like a later episode kind of
Yeah,
thing.
true.
Um,
True. We'll keep the topics. That's just a little tease then. keep you
Yeah.
coming back.
Um, well, I have to ask. Then, did you? What did your opinions change any, or like how was
Of
replaying
near,
Replicant?
um, no, they were really honestly just furthered for me.
So it
I
enhanced your
Yes,
enjoyment.
yeah, especially playing through um the young protagonist part, which you don't really get to ever
Yeah.
go back and replay. There's a lot of like things in there that are that have more context, I guess, when you
Yeah.
replay it. But
Yeah,
you never
for
get to see
sure.
that part again. So
Yeah, unless you actually replay it like through the
right.
from the beginning. Um, but yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to playing that, or replaying that eventually. Um,
And Automata is really good so far. I haven't even. I think I'm like halfway through Route A. I just started playing it last night.
okay, yeah,
But
where are you at? Since
I'm just entering the forest
okay,
kingdom. I just like ran into a meal.
yeah, yeah. So you're, well, I mean, depending on how you're playing, you could be done in like 90 minutes or
Yeah, yeah,
like
I'm
10
pretty
hours.
close, but I think I want to do some of the side stuff. I don't want to like bog the stream down too much with side things, but I want to do in like the highlights. Like I want to do a meals quest, and I want
Yeah,
to
for
do
sure. Especially since you just replayed Replicant.
yeah, and I want to do Father Servo's
Yes, the classic Father
training.
Servo. Yeah,
Yeah, the greatest near character, Father Servo,
definitely the
and I
best
want to
Automata character.
yeah. Well, Jean Paul's pretty good. I would kind of want to do his stuff. Kind of
Yeah,
just the
yeah,
big side quest you think of when you think of Automata. I don't really want to do like
true.
the racing stuff.
Yeah, those
I
are
don't want
pretty
to do.
difficult. Um,
Yeah,
especially if you don't have the right gear or chips.
and I don't want to like grind for stuff. Just kind of the
Yeah,
big
yeah.
boys.
You got to make it, yeah, still enjoyable. You got to think about the
Right.
audience. The one,
Not a lot of fishing going on in my playthrough.
yeah. I mean, Automata is not a good fishing game.
Right.
Unlike
That's
Replicant.
true. Admittedly, Automata is not a good fishing game. And I won't lie. I mean, I love Automata, but it's so weird. And it may even be a false comparison because this character is not even supposed to replace the character I'm talking about. But the pods compared to Grimoire Vice are just
Yeah,
like,
not even a not even a contest. Like it,
yeah,
yeah,
there's just no comparison. But at the same time, it's like, man, I kind of miss having a little buddy that was like
yeah.
floating next to me. And they do try to give the pods personality, especially at the
The
end.
end, yeah.
I mean,
But there's still
the person that's watching me play this game is not going to watch this podcast, so I can just say like, at the end, they are the heroes of the story. Like they're the ones who bring, um, like all of them back
yeah, more
and
or less
bring them back to
hero.
life. Yeah,
Yeah, there's still
or they're like the
always
last ones alive.
yeah, yeah. There's still always the um. There's still always like the idea that they can never become humans or like resembling
Right.
humans, and they don't really like they give them human characteristics, but they're at the
I
they're
think
still
that's like what the big thing
robots.
about the ending is that like they finally are like, I feel something right now. Like literally at the very end of the game, they're
Yeah,
start
like
to like
ending E.
actually,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah. And I think that just that's a really cool part, but it does suck that they're so literally just robots throughout the whole thing.
yeah, yeah.
And really the near automata is really um kind of slow at the beginning. Like especially like you don't really like to be 9S is just like annoying, but
Yeah,
they're like that on purpose just to like kind of develop them over the different routes. But like to starting out, Automata is very different when in terms
yeah,
of the relationship you feel to the characters compared to Near Replicant, where you just fall in love with everybody.
yeah, for sure. Even the protagonist or the Nier himself is, I think, a lot more interesting and likable, especially at the beginning compared to 2B.
Yeah, 2B is really just exactly how they want you to perceive her, is just like a robot, no shits given. There's little hints of personality, but for the most part, it's just android, behavior.
Yeah.
But 9S becomes one of my favorite Nier characters, like after the halfway point of not the route A, but like after route B specifically, it becomes like it almost turns into like a Drakengard type
Yeah.
story.
Yeah, definitely. Um,
There's a lot of Drakengard DNA in the last quarter of Automata, I think.
yeah, the good parts of
Yeah,
Dragon
the
Guard.
good. Yeah, the good.
Yeah. I, I yeah, I do like 9S, but I also hate 9S.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no one that's really explicitly lovable besides Emil, and even then,
Well,
Emil's
yeah,
not even really in Automata that much.
not
And
really.
it's not,
Yeah.
and he's also not even the same Emil
Well,
that you
yeah.
know.
Well, yeah. There's that too. But A2, I did like A2,
Yeah,
especially.
A2 is good. Yeah,
That's
and
definitely my
Pascal.
favorite character. Yeah, Pascal is good. Um,
I'd say
uh,
I'm trying to think they like the parallels to characters in the first Nier. I think they did try to go for that some. But it's like, oh, this character reminds me of this character from Nier One, and I think
yeah,
Pascal is kind of like a Emil-ish type uh,
yeah, I can see
character.
that comparison. Um, but yeah, Replicant definitely has much stronger characters, or at least I like him a lot more.
Yeah, I do too. I really like Replicant and the way it tells its story. Well, I gotta think about that really. I really like the way Automata handles the roots and like how it
Oh
really is a
yeah,
different game every time
well,
for them
not the
besides
B
B.
playthrough.
But even then, it's like at least it is kind of new. Like I mean,
Um,
you're playing from a whole different gameplay style. There is new scenes added. Compared to Replicant, where it's just like you
yeah,
rewind and
you
you get
replay
new
it. You
scenes
literally replay it. Yeah,
sometimes. But
yeah,
yeah,
but
and also
it's still
near Automata doesn't have a C thing
yeah,
and that
yeah.
was the worst. To
That
be honest, that is the worst part of Nier One is the C playthrough
which
of
well,
Nier Replicant.
well, you mean like C and D? Because aren't they the same?
Yeah, C and D, really, yeah. Where it
Yeah,
just you literally just are playing the same game
yeah.
again.
I will. Yeah, yeah, definitely that. But yeah, B Automata's B playthrough is also pretty much the exact same.
Yeah, yeah, I could see
I
that
mean,
too. But
you get the little shmup sections, which okay, and you get
you just
some
hack
added
a lot
cutscenes.
more.
But yeah, it quite literally is the same game.
Yeah,
But yeah, the C, D, and E playthroughs are all amazing. That's really when I
yeah, they're
fell in
like on a
love
whole
with the
level.
game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and Adam and Eve are the hottest characters in gaming.
Yeah. If it, best way I would probably say it is Automata. Replicant probably has the better like first section, and then Automata or Replicant starts stronger, and Automata finishes stronger. I guess.
Yeah, I could. It also probably depends on how you play it. It depends on how you play Replicant too, because if you really do go for like ending C and ending D, uh, for some people they just probably don't want to do that, and I feel like that's pretty okay, honestly. I mean, it's
Oh,
not like
you mean like getting all the weapons? Isn't that the
yeah,
requirement? Yeah.
yeah. Honestly, I mean, you get like the twist of like everyone forgets you and you delete your save files and stuff, but there really isn't too much you're missing out on. And you fight Kaine too.
Yeah, yeah, true.
But if you just play Route A and Route B of Nier, you pretty much got it. I mean, you're
Yeah,
pretty good.
definitely. But if you just do that for Automata, then
Yeah,
you
yeah,
didn't
that you
see
didn't play the game.
half
The
the
game's not
game.
done.
Yeah, yeah. C, D, and E is when the game like really pretty much gets good, I guess, or gets
Yeah,
better because it's still fun.
yeah, yeah, and the combat too. I didn't bring it up. Playing Automata is so different than
Yeah,
Replicant,
it's
even with the
yeah,
added. I mean, the remake does have different combat than the original release in your Replicant, but it is not like Automata, like Platinum.
yeah,
There's like
yeah.
a
You
Platinum
can't.
spice to it, but it's
Yeah, you
not like.
can't. Yeah, you can't replace Platinum's just perfect action gameplay. Yeah,
Yeah, and it's awesome. I mean,
yeah,
it's
definitely.
almost weird to play it. It's almost like, man, I didn't like the
Yeah, for
quality is
sure.
so high. I almost it's just kind of weird almost.
Yeah, Automata for sure is like easily the better game, right? As far
Oh
as
yeah, yeah, I would
gameplay.
say it. Yeah, for sure.
Um,
The moment to moments of Automata are honestly probably quality wise much better. But in
yeah,
terms of the like story and stuff, and like especially Route A and Route B, I would say I prefer Replicant.
yeah, and the cast is no contest. The cast
Yeah,
of
no.
Replicant is easily better, but yeah, still both very interesting games.
Mm.
Um, and did you watch the Resonant arc? That video I sent you, the
Oh, I skimmed
50.
through it. I was because I was curious, but I didn't like watch all of it.
Okay, yeah.
What
Every game that I played, I watched.
was
Um,
number one Chrono Trigger, right? Is that what he?
yeah, yeah, but
Okay, that's
I
what I
bring
thought.
it up because he had um, Automata, then Gestalt,
Yeah,
Replicant.
I did see that that was on his list.
Yeah,
I was surprised he had Undertale on there too. I thought that was cool. It was honest. Undertale is so awesome. I mean, it's so good.
yeah,
I mean, I don't know if I would say I would go back to it the same way I would Nier, but it really is. I mean, I would never forget the experience I had with Undertale. I think it was high too. It was like number 26 or something.
yeah. It was definitely up there. Um, but yeah, that video is great. Um, got a plug, Resonant Arc,
Yeah, like Resonant Arc. What is it? Resonant Arc, right?
Resonant. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
not Resident.
Yeah, Resident Arc.
Yeah, like Resident Evil.
Yeah. His channel used to be called something else, and I can't remember what it was. That's
Yeah,
when I first started watching his videos. I never did watch the podcast part, but I did
yeah.
watch like
I
his
went back and
retrospective
watched
stuff.
some of his older stuff, like pre long hair
Yeah,
stuff. But
he was
yeah,
like pre-buff,
yeah.
pre-hair.
Um, but yeah. Let's see, I'm trying to think. Yeah, Chrono Trigger was his number one. Uh, Xenogears was very high as well, which was which is epic. Um, but yeah,
I gotta pull the list up now. I gotta judge
you gotta
it.
pull up the whole list. I do know, yeah, Xenoblade and Xenogears were on there.
Oh, okay, there it goes.
I think Final Fantasy VII was probably number two, maybe.
Yeah,
Very
Final Fantasy
high.
VII was number two. Three was The Witcher 3.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, because
One that surprised me, and I knew he liked it, was Terranigma at number four.
I've not played Terranigma, but I've only heard good things about it. Um, that was one, like pretty much everything I haven't played I just skipped through because I didn't really um, want to hear anything.
Yeah, Majora's Mask is number 11. It's pretty based. Pretty
Yeah,
based. Oh, I was really probably the most surprised thing for me was Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice. was
Yeah.
number 15. Like, damn. I feel like that game would like trigger like mental health problems inside me. I'm too scared to play it.
Mm. Yeah, I really don't know like anything about it except like what it looks like. I mean, if Resin Arc likes it, then
Yeah,
I give it a
probably would at least
try.
be decent. Number 50, Punch Out. Awesome placement.
Yeah, and didn't he have Mario 3 on there as well? Or am I just
Uh, Probably. Uh,
I didn't think of someone else's list, but yeah,
oh yeah, it is on here. It's number
yeah,
25.
yeah. I mean, there's a lot.
Xenoblade Chronicles is 21.
Yeah,
Yeah, it goes near Automata is 42 and near Replicant is 41.
yeah, yeah. I do remember watching that part because he pretty much kind of said the same things that we mentioned. How like the cast more um, of Replicant more than
Yeah.
Automata. But I mean, yeah,
Once I finish Automata, it'll be interesting my like perspective on it all, or my like opinion on what I feel like I've enjoyed more. They are so close in like overall emotional impact to me, at least, but
yeah,
hard to know exactly which one I
yeah. I will say
would go
Replicant probably
back
hit
to more.
harder for me. Um, but yeah, they're both incredible.
There was another weird one. I thought Hyperlight Drifter. That was odd. It was number
Yeah,
8,
yeah.
and I have played some of it. I think I got like a few hours into it. It wasn't bad.
I
I
have
think I
not
played more of it.
played it.
There we go. Plug. Big plug there.
Yeah, it's just a good list. It feels. I mean, it's personal
From
list.
the
Yeah,
heart.
yeah. There's no. Yeah,
No Fortnite. No Fortnite. Come on. No Barbie. Barbie and the
no Dog's
um,
Life.
magical Pegasus Dog's Life.
Yeah,
Surgeon Simulator 2. That would be on my list.
yeah. That actually is. I mean, I don't want to spoil it, but I mean, that is on my
There's
list.
number 2. Surgeon Simulator 2018.
Yeah, Football Manager 2020.
Hell yes. How long are we in now?
Take a guess.
I feel like this has been pretty epic.
Yeah.
Um, an hour and um, an hour and 20 minutes.
42.
An hour and 42 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like we had a good reunion episode here.
Yeah.
Good check-in. A
Yeah,
good
for
hush puppy
sure.
moment.
Good Hushby. Yeah. I think that's.
I think
Uh,
that's it.
yeah, I mean we covered a
I've
lot of ground.
I have no other words to say.
Yeah, I mean like yeah, I just yeah.
Uh, uh, uh,